Hi, Sierra. Welcome back.
Hi, Elnour.
It's nice to see you again.
Thank you. It's good to see you too.
Thanks. So, I just want to go straight into our therapy session and ask you if anything has happened recently since last time I saw you, because I know it's been a week.
Well, I don't know, it's just, this week I've been starting to feel really, really lonely.
Yeah? Can you tell me about that a little more? Why?
Like, I'm just bored, and my husband works all the time, and I just stay home, but I feel like he's just not being there for me,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and emotionally speaking, and makes me really sad.
Okay. So do you want to maybe visit that a little more, like your loneliness and your feelings towards being lonely?
Yeah.
Okay, we could definitely go over that today. I'm just gonna really quick just give you the agenda for today's session.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is so you want to talk about your loneliness? We can talk about your loneliness. I'm just gonna write this down really quick. Is there anything else that you might want to talk about? Or
Well, I mean, my communication with him,
okay.
probably.
So we could go over your communication skills. And then if this isn't set in stone, by the way, so if anything pops up and you want to talk about it, we could definitely talk about that. So don't feel like you have to stick to this.
Okay.
It's just for us to know what we're going to talk about today, for it to run a little smoother.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want to do is I want to review the homework that I gave you last week.
Okay.
If you remember, it was, I wanted you to start journaling.
Yeah, I've been doing that. I bought a cute little notebook too.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have a cute.
Yeah.
I feel like for your eyes.
Yeah.
It'll make you want to write in it. So I just want to maybe talk about that a little more.
Okay.
I want to see how the homework went for you. And then your feelings towards it, just that stuff. And then anything else that comes up, we can talk about too. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work.
Okay, cool. So so now it's up to you. Where would you like to start? Do you want to start talking about the homework, or do you want to talk about your feelings of loneliness?
Well, maybe the loneliness aspect.
Okay, so from what I heard, you told me that this week has been really tough on you. Is this week different from any other weeks? Like, is your husband working more, or?
Yeah, like he's been gone on a business trip for the past half of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's supposed to come home tomorrow, but it's just I'm alone. Like I don't have a job. I just stay at home, and
Yeah.
house has been clean since no one's home.
Yeah. Do you have any pets or friends or anything?
I have some friends,
Yeah.
My husband's co-workers, wives,
Okay.
and some people from college that I still talk to. We don't really have any pets.
Okay. So just for me to have a clear mind about what's going on, when you say loneliness, are you talking about being your loneliness as a whole, or your loneliness just from your husband, like your marriage?
I guess maybe from the marriage.
Okay. So the marriage.
Because we used to be so close, and now it's just not really anymore.
Okay. What do you mean by, so how are you not close anymore?
We used to talk every day, whether on the phone or in person or whatever it was. We made sure that we talked every day and multiple times a day, and now it's I barely talk to him.
Okay.
I can't really tell him about how my day went, but I don't really have much to say.
I mean, no, you do have stuff to say. Do you feel like you can't really say it to your husband?
Oh, because I mean, he goes like on trips and he meets these big, powerful people and does all these like things, and I'm at home.
Yeah.
It's like I cleaned a stain, you know, like.
Sometimes stains are very hard to get out, though.
I can. It's club soda and, you know.
Yeah. No. So, while your husband was away, did you guys talk on the phone or
Like,
Skype?
Once or twice.
No.
It hasn't been anything.
Did you make the initiative to?
I want him to, though.
Okay.
Like, I want him to, like, I just want to feel that from him again.
Like, so what do you want to feel?
That he cares.
That he cares.
Enough to, like, call me or be like, hey, I was just thinking about you.
So, making you feel wanted.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is you also put on our agenda that you want to talk about communication. I can tell that the lack of communication that you have with your husband is causing loneliness.
Yeah.
The feeling of loneliness for you. Do you feel like if you talk to your husband about how you're feeling, how do you think he would react? Do you think he would be respond to you positively or negatively? What are your feelings towards that?
You know, I like, in the past, we can just explain anything and figure it out, but it almost seems like we're not even at that level anymore. So I don't even know how he'd react. He probably would react angrily or be gentle, but then it would just probably go back to the same thing again.
Okay. So when you say we're not at that level, what do you mean by at that level?
Like, we're not at like that friendship. We're just like, it just feels like we're just passing through life right now, instead of having that bond.
Okay. And so you want to kind of have that bond with him again.
Yeah.
Does he go on a lot of business trips?
Lately he has been, yeah.
Okay, so you definitely want to make that communication stronger, especially when he's away. Is it as difficult when he's home, or?
You know, at times when he's at home, I feel lonelier because.
That's interesting.
Like, he just is there, but he's not. I'm not feeling that he's there. Like, it's worse to be around people that make you feel lonely, and instead of actually being lonely, if it seems like.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. Have you journaled about this?
I have.
Okay, so how did you feel about journaling? I know you were a little wishy-washy about it at first.
Yeah.
You didn't know how it would help you.
I mean, it was nice to kind of see that perspective, like, you know, finally just kind of putting it into words. But it just makes me sad. Like.
Well, do you go back and read what you wrote? Or do you write it down and just close it?
I kind of go back and read it.
Okay, well maybe because sometimes, from what I've witnessed with my other clients, I've noticed that rereading it might actually bring more pain. So maybe if you just write it down, can close it, it's like you're writing it and you're letting it go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can give that a shot.
Maybe just whenever you're feeling a little lonely, or whenever you're feeling, or when you're alone and your husband's gone, just writing that stuff down might help a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
So, do you think that when you get home you're going to talk? Does your husband know you're in therapy?
Yeah, like, I told him I was going to start seeing a therapist, and he's been paying for it.
Okay, so he's supporting you coming here. That's huge. So that shows that he cares, right? He cares about your well-being, wants you to get help. Yeah. Well, so let's go through some, maybe some communication skills so you could go home and use that with him.
Okay.
So you said you're feeling lonely. What can you do when you're feeling lonely and you want to talk to him?
Just call him, I guess. Maybe I can take some initiative
Yeah. Call him.
and tell him I'm feeling lonely.
Yeah. I mean, just even telling him, you could use remember we went over I statements?
Yeah.
You could use that so it doesn't seem like maybe you're coming at him at a negative perspective. You're coming out of a positive, like, heartwarming that you miss him, you know?
I miss you. I want to talk to you.
You know, and see how that works.
Okay, can do that.
Do you think we can try some of the I statements that we talked about last week? You could bring it into this week?
Yeah, can do that.
Okay, cool. So I want you to do that. That's going to be for your next homework assignment. And you don't have to do it every day. You know, it would be nice to at least do one I statement every day. And if you can, just write them down for me. So maybe the next time you come in, we can go over them.
Okay, can do that.
Yeah, but also write down what your result of the I statement was, using it with your husband. Did it help you feeling lonely? Did it help you with your communication? Just with focus on that. But if any other feelings do pop up, definitely write them down and we can go over it.
All
Does
right.
that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, Sierra. So I'll see you next weekend?
Yeah, okay.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.